Привет, родной дорогой. Мы продолжаем проходить Хогвартс, и уже до 16 серии с тобой дошли. А сюжет у нас закручивается, как бычьи яйца, все туже и туже. Вот этому вот гоблину я все-таки не доверяю. Я сколько думал, после серии думал, сидел. Не дает он мне покоя, я считаю, что он наебер. И если все-таки мои ожидания оправдаются, я тебе потом все уши прожужжу, визжа о том, что я же говорил. Ну, а если нет, так скажешь, что, блядь, чуйка у меня говно и наебался. Так, что у нас там еще по сюжетке-то? По сюжетке у нас Себастьян со своей сестрой, по-моему. Так, затупил. О, путем твари получимся приручать. Это у нас... Да ну, тэпнемся, наверное. Проще будет. Давай сюда. Блин, там где-то сундук, он мне все покоя не дает. Как его забрать? Так. А, до кого-то как его забрать, надо в кабинете потом. И замок еще первого уровня. Фортунова. Так. Кстати, тут может еще статуя стоит. Так, это что у нас? Идея для игр в классе. Ловкая левитация. Обезоруживание и оборона. Экспедиармус, прием уклонения, мелькающие мишени. Ну, это задачка нашего учителя массовика-затейника. Ух ты. Блин, значит, сюда потом придем. И надо срочно сбегать и продаться. О, вот оно как. Ну да. Так, ну-ка пойдем продадимся. И у нас, по-моему, есть парочка с тобой вещей, которые нам надо определить. И сейчас все оптом сбагрим.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
Так. Нам и надо было выручать комнату,
for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howen said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Угу. Только, пожалуйста, не выкидывай нас отсюда. Нам надо кое-что тут сделать. Стой.
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
У нас даже 3 предмета было. Так, ну если он говорит, что мы его можем позже найти, то мы, наверное, сначала продадимся. Уровня не хватает, да? Жалко. Значит, ее оставим. Остальное продадим. Такс.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Так, ну а что у нас вроде... Ну, там... Продавцу метил, может быть, багрить.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Да, все можно продать. Кроме вот этой шляпы. Так, что у нас 3300 уже.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you.
Копим потихонечку. На чем мы, кстати, копим, напомню. 5000 мы копим. На метлу и на мышь надо там купить ингредиенты для того, чтобы задание выполнить на какое-то заклинание. Так, где-то там. Пойдем.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
Так, чем мы в запретный лес?
A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
А, мы пушинку что видимо, да?
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the puffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Так, мешок. Оба.
You got one!
Так, у нас, кстати, вроде есть инвентарь по этому поводу. Ну, как там говорится, каждой твари по паре, давай вторую возьмем. Опа.
Everything's all right
Я у нас
now.
две.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
Вот вообще
Alright.
такие
Where would I
болтушки.
find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
А чем я там готовиться-то? Браконьеров сейчас как два пальца. Лучше бы меня с собой бы взял. Перелететь придется. Так, а что у нас?
Revelio.
Ой, а что это не делают? Змея впускают, серьезно? Я тоже хочу. Помадка из алихоции. Это помадка, приготовленная из листьев дерева под названием алихоция. Представляет собой восхитительное кондитерское изделие, вызывающее неудержимый смех. Слушай, а может они не из дерева, а из шишек? Опечатка, наверное. Тем не менее, страницу мы нашли, мы молодцы. Что там такое?
Revelio.
Ничего не вижу.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
А в этом есть смысл? Так.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Так, вот они. Слушай, ну к ним, наверное, подкрасться надо. Что он сказал? Левиосо использовать.
Levioso.
Оба.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Одна есть. О! Это не то. И вторую поймали.
There, there. I'm not going to hurt you.
Ну, слушай, мы довольно-таки поварварски, кстати. Что заметить?
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Это еще кто такие? Да чтоб тебя, блядь. Меня с собой забрал. Вообще мог бы и пешком дойти, на самом деле.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deek's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deek was the most fortunate one, as Deek was sent to Hogwarts. Deek's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deek will be waiting for your return.
Так, нам надо подождать, да? Угу. Ну, не теленок. Сюда.
I'll look after you.
Так, и еще одного хочу. Так, это у нас какой, кстати? Угу. Отлично. Хоба.
Settle
Сюда.
yourself. I mean you no harm.
Интересно, их продавать можно? Тогда чем мы лучше
It was a bit
браконьеров?
trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deek supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deek will
Так, а
meet
чё,
you
они
back
нас
in the
пахать
room
будут
whenever
или?
you're ready.
Прям по вручай комнате. Слушай, так мы так, получается, можем и Грифона поймать, приручить теперь, или нет?
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deek isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
Да уж.
Meet you inside when you're ready.
Ну, пойдем. Опа. Случился какой-то портал.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Так. А что, только по одному могу выпустить? А почему? Придурок такой.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for
то есть
them.
мы всё-таки продавать можем.
Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Мы будем тем же самыми браконьерами, только гуманными, получается. Тоже будем с них резко ковырять. Только не совсем насильственно, что ли. Так.
Wonderful.
Оп, ну, шанки. Так, а где у нас? Летун-пердун. Оп, перышки.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom.
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Так, теперь мы швеюха. Такс. Вот это вот. Угу. Куда бы его воткнуть? Оно вот сюда, в принципе. Так. Вы можете использовать волшебные материалы, добавить и обновить дополнительные показатели для все же. Присвоить вашему снаряжению определенные характеристики. Всего несколько небольших улучшений могут привести к значительному повышению вашей силы в бою. Навык твари можно... навык твари спасти в логовых. Выполнять задание рецепта нужно обнаружить в лагерях бандитов. Угу. Слушай, а ничего так. Нормально он бонусы дает. Так. Так, а мы добавили. А-а-а. Как? Ух ты, нифига тут рецептов. Давай. Поменяем.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Зачем?
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Ну, в Хогсмите мы тоже знаем все.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Текс. О, мы теперь еще можем там всякие ограждения строить и прочее. Прикольно, ну-ка, ну посмотрим. Загон. А, вот двух тварей, чтобы разводить на загон, походу. Но это нам все покупать надо. Это заборчики. Столбики. Блять, прикольно. Но сейчас не готово. Давай посмотрим. Тогда, что там у нас по продаже тварей. Я считаю, как источник дохода получается. Можно их потом наловить, продать. Это нам туда.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
Где? Ну вот куда смотрим, туда и бежать. Левее потом. Да, вот.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a...
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have
Что,
them here.
блядь, ты несешь?
Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
Да, не
Seems
самый
like a
удачный
poor
выбор.
choice of inventory. Surely that's obvious.
You don't mind sharing your opinions, do you? Despite the fact that we are a wizarding village, doesn't mean these things appear by magic. Takes a lot to round up these feathers. Don't get me started on thwoppers. Most of the suppliers of thwopper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's.
Perhaps it was your dealings with Froopers that led you to the precarious idea of stocking diricles.
Oh, you are well and cheeky, aren't you? Don't worry, I don't mind. Never had a still tongue in my head either. And I'll have you know that it's my highest priority to ensure that all beasts are safe and well cared for. Right thing to do and good for business. Anyway, perhaps you should have a look around. Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Тебя еще и хрюкает, господи.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you
Cringe.
need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale? What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of Beast Buy products might you be looking to acquire?
Погоди, а где рецепты? Это ладно. О, слушай, нормально.
I don't
Почему
mind selling
стоит?
things for certain clients. You know where to find me.
Ну все, я теперь знаю, где мы будем бабки поднимать.
I'll not mind seeing you here again.
Азия на 3
Consider
топора.
yourself welcome.
Нюхлер. Блять, а можно его поймать? Ты будешь считать, что я его спиздил или нет? Ясно.
Revelio.
Ну, нет так нет. Вот что, черный вход. Так. Ну все, получается, твари мы будем воровать.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Вот так вот. Я вот чертеж загона купить, вот в чем вопрос. На выходе из Хогсмита, по-моему, был магазин. Но... Не факт, что оно там есть.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Это что у нас? Бочка?
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
А я при чем?
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by
Зачем это все
relieving him
школьнику
of his
рассказывать?
prized possession. A venomous tentacular he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
На самом деле не хочу. Что мне эта затея не нравится.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacular in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacular, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I'm
Yeah,
not
не
sure this
нравится
is
мне
something a
эта идея.
student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent.
Если я же
I
отказался.
shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacular. Remember, I just need
Сейчас я не
that
понял,
venomous
конечно.
tentacular.
Mr. Barnes will only get in trouble going down this path. I need to find another way to
вот
get him
это.
a venomous tentacle. Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Я ему свое отдам.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Оп, перчаточки. 500 голды. Ну, слушай, ничего. Считай, никого не наебали. Еще и заработали.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Да, вот они, эти рецепты. Погоди, кормушка есть. Коробка есть. Но... Нету, знаешь, чего? Загона нет.
Nothing like
пофиг, вот
finding
его
just
возьмем.
the right thing, is there?
Я думаю, нам это окупится.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Так, ладно, у нас еще, в принципе, времечко с тобой есть. Но сюжетку, я думаю, мы не успеем. А вот книги мы еще давно обещали собирать. А, он, кстати, рядом есть. Звонил, давай по нему сбегаем.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Справедливо, на самом деле.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Так, я надеюсь, нам рябиновый отвар не надо самим. лутать. Угу. Ну ладно, пойдем, пролетим.
Revelio.
Опа, шарики. Шарики это нам надо. А где еще? Я вижу.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Bard of Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Так, еще задание. Даже 2.
Revelio. Hello, Bottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Brottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Brottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Так, у нее еще задание было. Давай мы его сразу возьмем.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Ну, действительно, та самая задача, которую можно дать
Any
школьнику.
help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be...
Так.
If you'd like to speak with her.
Ладно, это мы потом сделаем. А вот письма надо вернуть.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
And where did I...
Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there.
Revelio.
Let's have a look around, see if we can find that box of letters. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio.
Так, а что там такое?
Confringo.
Нычка.
Revelio. Incendio.
Неизвестный наряд. Сюда. Такс.
Revelio. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or...
Бля.
Confringo. Defendo.
Воу.
Incendio.
Тролль, полегче.
Tego. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Tego. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo.
Готово. троллинг, смотри.
Revelio.
Так, что у нас сейчас есть? Все. Нет, еще ночка какая-то.
Incendio.
Ну-ка.
Revelio.
Все, нету больше ничего.
Incendio.
Так, оттуда мы вроде как скатились.
Revelio.
А их можно поймать? Нет.
Revelio. Confringo.
Так. Ну что ж, нормально тут ингредиенты.
Revelio.
Блин, пофиг. Не хочу туда прыгать. Так, дорогая серия, конечно, могут еще есть первого года. Та-та-та. Та-та-та. Ладно, отлично. Ой, еще одна. Ну да, тут ничего интересного, просто лично это письмо.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Так, ну вот. Все потерянные письма собрали. В принципе, я их прочитал. Если ты захочешь их там прям прочитать, то ставишь на паузу, прочитаешь. Ну, отлично. Лучше не читай. Нехорошо. Так. Что нам теперь надо коробку вернуть?
Hogsmeade, here I come. Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hall clumps for her Wiggenwell potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Лояльно отнеслась к тому, что
I'm
мы
glad I
письмо
could be of
прочитали.
help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Так, ну все. Еще одно доброе дело в копилочку. Я думаю, на этом мы серию с тобой закончим. Спасибо, что досмотрел до конца. Ставь лайк, пиши комментарии и не забудь подписаться. До новых встреч. Пока.